Look how freaking pretty my nails are. Oh my god. Hey girl, hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Laddie here, and I hope you're well. I hope you're good. Let's transform these nails from old dusty crusty to this, okay? I'm going to show you how I do my Gel X refills at home without having to do a whole new set, and we're going to create these gorgeous 3D chrome nails together. To get started, we grab our nail drill with the sanding band on it. You see the direction that the sanding band is going. When you go to drill the old polish off, you want to go in the opposite direction. So it's going rolling backwards and you're moving forward. It's best to work in sections, so you do one side at a time. You do like an imaginary line across your nails, like 3 parts. So you do the one side, the middle, and then the other side. And you move from the bottom all the way to the top to take off all of the polish on the surface. If you don't have a nail drill, you can always do this with a nail file. It might just take a little longer. I go ahead and brush off all that dust so I can see what I'm working with. I'm going to go back in with my nail drill. Make sure to support your finger with your pinky on the other hand so that you have better control of the drill. And when I go back in, you see the direction I'm going in. It's the point where the extensions meet my natural nails. And see how I'm only using the front half of the drill on that area. So the entire drill is not touching my nail, just that area. Go ahead and file down that area, going from side to side to make sure that the point where my natural nails and the extensions meet is flush and blends in seamlessly. You want to get rid of any bump in that area and make sure there's no distinct line of demarcation. Once it's looking something like this, we're going to grab a cuticle plier and very gently, we're going to lift around the edges of the extension. You don't want to force it. I promise you I'm being very gentle, even if it doesn't look like that. You just want to see if there's any parts of it lifting, right? And if there's anything lifting, you nip it off. I go one small area at a time, just gently lifting with one edge of the plier. See, like so. And this is also how you know if your nails are fit for refill. If you don't have a lot of lifting, like in this case, then you know that you can refill the nails. But if a significant amount of the nails is lifting when you do this, then you might as well just do a whole new set. See, that's everything that has lifted. Her time has come to an end. We don't need her around no more and she needs to go. So we're cutting her off, okay? Bye, girl. See you never. Okay, now that we've gotten rid of all that baggage, this is where we are. I just go back in with that plier just to double check and make sure there's nothing else that needs to come off. There's nothing else we need to get rid of. Okay, and now that we're a little lighter, I'm going to grab a cuticle pusher and I'm going to push back my cuticles. Because even though this is a refill, we still want to do a clean job and make it look like a brand new set. And just like that, we're back with the nail drill again. We're going to go back to the point where the extensions and my natural nails meet to make sure it's flush and everything is blending seamlessly. Because after we trimmed off the lifting edges, it got bumpy again and we need to smooth that out. Once everything is flush at the edges, I start to take the nail drill into the nails just to level things out a bit more. Make sure we have a smooth flowy curve from the base of the nail to the tip, and also get rid of any old polish residue that's still on the nail. And we dust it all off. Then I'm going to grab this drill bit on my nail drill. I honestly have no idea what it's called, but it looks like this, and I like to use it in my cuticle area because it gets rid of all of the gunk and dead skin on the nail plate that needs to go. It does that very nicely. Girl, let's keep it 100, okay? I'm fairly new to using all of these tools on my nails. I'm fairly new to doing the DIY thing on this level, so forgive me for not knowing what everything is called, but I'll definitely link everything in the description bar, okay? Thank you. Okay, so once we're done with that step, we're going to grab a cotton ball that's heavily saturated in alcohol. I mean heavily saturated, okay? And we're going to wipe the nail down, every corner, every crevice. Make sure you get in there. Get rid of all the dust and any oils on the nail. This also doubles as a dehydrator. So once we've done this, we can go straight into using our builder gel in a bottle. This is the one I use. I take one blob of it and then I apply that. See how I'm applying it? I'm pushing it as close to my cuticle area as possible, but you don't want it to touch the cuticle, okay? So you build the base by pushing it all around like so, and then once the base is down, I start to move upwards, going from side to side until I get all the way to the tip. My builder gel is in the shade Cover Nude. You can get a clear one if you prefer that. But I feel like using builder gel over like my nail extensions have honestly made the most difference in my DIY nail routine. Let's go to church real quick. This is a testimony, okay? Before builder gel came into my life, once I really got it down, my gel extensions used to last about 2-3 weeks. But since builder gel, they last about 4 or 5 weeks. And if I do a refill, it can last like 6-7 weeks. Like my nails literally never pop off ever. So if I wanted to leave it on, it will probably last forever. Can I get an amen, sisters? Gel extensions plus builder gel in a bottle together is just that girl. Her. I go ahead and cure the beauty gel in my LED lamp for 60 full seconds. And this is where we are. I grab a cotton ball that's saturated in alcohol to wipe off the sticky layer from the beauty gel. Then we're going to grab a nail file and go to town on the nail. To make sure that the surface is even, there are no bumps or lumps, I like to go from the top like so and file down just over it. I like to use a hand file instead of the nail drill because I find that the hand file does a quicker, easier, and cleaner job because it's a file, so the surface is flat, so anything that's out of shape, any bump or lump, it gets rid of that pretty quickly and easily. I dust off whatever's on the surface before then going in with the same nail file to do the edges where my nails and the beauty gel meets, just to make sure everything is even and seamless. I'm really precise and gentle with this, so I'm not touching any skin. It's just on my nail. I like to use this kind of nail file. It's straight on one end and curved on the other end. And because this nail file is curved, it really gets into the corners without touching any skin at all. You want to really take your time with the filing because the goal is to give professional quality nails every single time. So take your time, girl. Once I'm satisfied with the surface of the nails and there's no bump in sides, I go into the sides and top of my nails to perfect my shape and make sure that the square is squaring as it should. Once all that filing is done, I brush off the dust. And then I take a cotton ball that's saturated in alcohol and clean the base cuticle area just to see if there's anything else I need to do there. And in this case, there's some dead skin around my cuticle. So I go in with my plier and I just trim that off. Just the dead skin, or only the dead skin that you can see poking out. You don't want to go and cut your skin off. Just the dead skin. You hear me? Just the dead skin. Okay, so once that's done, I go back in with my alcohol ball and I just wipe off the nail, like wipe it thoroughly, every corner, every crevice. I went in with the base coat, cured that for 60 seconds, and we're done with our refill. Look how freaking seamless that is. It's like it's growing out of my nail bed. Like, that's my natural nail at this point. Girl, I know you've seen this viral 3D chrome nail design all over the World Wide Web. I've been obsessed with them and literally dying to try them out. So let's do it together. To get started, I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite nude polish ever. It's called Dolly Milk from Blue Sky. I do 2 coats of that, curing each coat for 60 seconds in my LED lamp. Then I grab a lint-free, alcohol-free cleanser wipe and use that to wipe down the nails to get rid of that top sticky layer. Then we're going to go straight in with the nail buffer and we're going to buff off that shiny top layer from the nail polish. This is very important because we're working with chrome powder and we need the powder to be a team player and stay exactly where we put it. So get rid of the shine so that the powder does not have any excuses to move around. Once the nail looks like this, you know we're in business. So we're going to grab all of our design supplies. It's a mixing palette, the chrome powder, and this non-stick hard extension nail gel. I got all of these supplies off Temu and they all cost less than $10. On our mixing palette, we're going to add 1 drop of black gel polish and 2 drops of gel base coats. And we're going to mix it all together nicely so that we have a sheer black polish that would act as our base for the chrome powder. Then I'm going to grab this short nail art brush. I'm choosing to use a short brush because I want to have as much control as possible over the design because I'm a beginner girly, okay? I've never done anything like this before. And I want to do the best possible job. So having control is very important. So short nail art brush. I saturated that brush in the gel polish mix and I'm going to use my pinky on the other hand to support my thumb, and we're going to go in and do some random ass swirls. I'm working in small sections. Once I have the outline down, I fill it in. I also make sure that the corner edge is as clean as possible before going in to do my next section. I dip that brush back into my little gel mix to make sure it's saturated, and then I'm doing very short, small lines at a time. I was being really extra careful because I wanted it to be as clean as possible. As I mentioned, this is my first time doing anything like this. I usually keep my nails pretty basic, but lately I've been craving art, craving design, wanting more out of my nails. The most adventurous thing I've ever done since I've been doing my nails myself is this. Yeah, purple almond nails was my idea of adventure. So you get how basic I've been with my nails. Okay, so the base is down. I'm loving the outline. It's time to go in with the hard gel. It's a really, really thick consistency. I didn't even have to open the entire thing. It just spilled out like it was waiting to escape the container. I grab a decent amount of that and transfer it to a small mixing palette. And then I'm going to go in with my finger and I'm just gonna roll that, massage it around until I have a really slim line. This is really easy to work with. It's a non-stick formula, so it doesn't stick to my finger or anything. Once it looks like this, we have a skinny line and we're ready to transfer it to the nail. This part is pretty straightforward. We're just gonna use it to outline the base shape that we created, pushing it to make sure it lays on the edges. And I take my time with this to make sure everything lays flat and nicely. There are no uneven bumps or anything like that. In this new era, I'm challenging myself to try out different types of nail designs. So if you have any requests, anything you would like for us to try out together, please let me know. I will be more than happy to do just that. Okay, so once I have that gel where I want it, I'm gonna trim off the excess because we don't need her. She can get the hell out of here. And then we're going to go back into our black gel mix, and I'm just going to use it over the gel, the hard gel we just laid down. I'm doing this because I want the chrome powder to spread out evenly. I don't want any parts to be like thicker or more translucent or more opaque than the other. I want it to be evenly spread out. So I just go over the gel with that, and then I make sure to cure it for 30 seconds before going in with the chrome powder. Oh my god, it's look, I can't even talk. I instantly forgot how to speak. Like, I have no words. Look how instantly gorgeous that is, girl. Rub that chrome powder in real good, real nice. Make sure to get every edge, every corner, and don't forget the outer border of the hard gel. Make sure you get in there as well so that it's not opaque. Don't be shy with it. Really get in there and use as much chrome powder as you need. And look how beautiful she is. I go in with alcohol on the brush just to make sure I get rid of any chrome powder that went out of place and try to go where she did not belong. Make sure you take that all off before going ahead to cure that for 60 seconds just to make sure everything is on and stock. And then we're going to go over everything with top coat. Somehow applying the top coat was the trickiest part for me because of the 3D lift and design. You have to do this in sections so that the polish does not form a pool around the edge of the 3D design. I do the base first, then the free edge, and then I go over the 3D aspect with the top coat before going in to cure everything for 60 seconds. Once it was cured, I grabbed my cleanser wipe to wipe off the sticky layer, and then just to rehydrate my cuticle and nourish them, I go in with my cuticle oil, did the rest of my nails off camera, went over everything with my cuticle oil, and girls, just like that, we have successfully created the viral 3D chrome nails at home. Like, you can't tell me this is not giving salon quality. Look how freaking gorgeous my nails are. I am so obsessed. I've been staring at them non-stop. Look how seamless that refill is. It's like a whole new set. I hope you try out this design yourself. It turned out way easier than I expected, and I really enjoyed creating this Everything used will be listed in the description bar. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, stay beautiful, girl. Bye.